If you're in your mid to late 30s, you may have encountered some changes in your body or energy levels that could be due to premenopause, according to our Wellness Wednesday guest today, who is a certified women's hormone specialist and yoga instructor. I want to welcome Ranjana Thomas. Thank you for being with us.
Hi, Roma. Good to be here.
Yes, this is such a unique, I would say, study and craft that you do because so many women struggle with this and we lose our minds. Maybe we're gaining weight. Maybe we're like super moody with our husbands or boyfriends and we're like, you know, unbearable and we know it's not really who we are.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So why do you focus on helping women with premenopause?
Yeah, so I really think that menopause, just like, you know, when we got our period first and then we get, like a woman's body is just created with these time transitions and everyone focuses on the first two and thinks like the last one is, you know, oh, it's the end. But I believe in like the divine intelligence of the creator, right? So there's something going to happen that's going to be amazing after menopause. And there are symptoms, like you said, the weight gain, the moodiness, all of that is real. But if we start paying attention to our bodies in perimenopause, like in our late 30s, early 40s, then I feel like we can really kind of use this as like a stepping up and moving into a new strength, a new role of leadership in our families, in our lives, in our communities.
Just better understanding our bodies instead of hating it or being angry at it. You know,
like the hormones are not against us.
Yes, I'm 37, girl, so I haven't felt any of those things yet, but it could come at any time, and I want to be more prepared to be at peace with it. So what do you recommend? What can women do to help that in that process? And I know you say yoga is one of the things that could really help.
Absolutely. So I think menopause is a way to reconnect with our bodies. We've probably spent time working on our careers, our families, all of that. And so taking that time, so really learning to pay attention. And there's three basic pillars. If you think of your nutrition, think of movement, and think of rest, right? So if you think of it like that and start to do things a little differently, what worked for you in your 20s and 30s might not work for you going forward, and stepping it up a level, like being really exquisite about that. Our breath is a great way to connect instantly back to our body. You know, I'm a little nervous right now. I can feel my heart, my breath is a little shallow, and so that's kind of communicating to me. And if I slow down my breathing, I'm able to kind of get a handle on things. So.
And also when it comes to feeling hormonal or anything, how can we calm that down?
That's
the same thing?
Great, so I'll teach you, I want to do something that's like instant value for your viewers, not like go take a yoga class, which may or may not happen. But if you think about, and this is just, we're programmed to do this, if you think about children who are really anxious and stressed out, and to self-soothe, they do this, right? Like if anyone's seen a baby cry, you've seen that, or even a child. And so we employ that again. So if you're feeling anxious, like things are just kind of going off the rails for you, if you do this staggered inhale and a long exhale. You want to try it with me? Okay, so it's like,
it does, you feel like the pressure you needed at the top and then the release that you needed at the bottom.
And it doesn't have to be so jerky. I was kind of doing that to demonstrate, but if you just, you know, if you're in a meeting, you can just kind of do it quietly, like,
so breathing really is so, it may sound so simple, but you say it is very amazing. And for those who do yoga, do you have anything or want to begin? I know you do this a lot. You do a lot of community events as well. What is something that we can do on the mat or even with our breathing?
Yeah, so when I think about yoga, you know, you may or may not do it, but you know, when you think of an older person, like the comic look is like someone hunched over. So whatever movement you're choosing, whether it's dance or yoga or fitness, think about your posture. Think about the three movements of the spine. So there's flexion and extension. So any kind of forward fold. There's sideways moving, which is something we don't do in like traditional workouts as much. And then there's the twist, which is really important. So start with your neck, your cervical spine, your thoracic spine, and your lumbar spine, and you include breath in. So if you are in a twist, like, shall I go down to demonstrate?
We are unfortunately running out of time. We could talk for a long time, right? But how can people reach out to you? I know you're offering them a 15% off.
Yeah, if you go to my website, www.strongencore.com, just click on the perimenopause course. It's all lifestyle changes. There's no endorsements or anything, but think about food, nutrition, movement, and rest to help you through menopause.
Thank you so much
You're
for being with
welcome.
us.
Thanks
I
for being
feel like I
here.
learned so very much, so we appreciate it. Stay Stay with us, everyone, because it is almost time to get to know the Vindies, who are bringing the rock, pop, and soul energy to your screens this morning.